So anyway, let's close our eyes. So just imagine you're on a boat on the ocean, very, very calm tropical seas. And it's not a big boat, it's a small boat. It's just anchored in shallow tropical waters. And there's probably about 10 people on this boat and you're one of them. And there's a lot of activity. There's a lot of busyness on the boat. There's a lot of to-ing and fro-ing, there's little jobs being done, there's conversations being shouted, and maybe someone's disagreeing with someone else, but there's a lot of noise, a lot of activity. It's all very busy. And that's your personal thinking. That's ego-based thought, is all the activity that's happening on deck. Now you're dressed in your scuba gear and you love scuba diving. You're really excited about what you're going to find in these tropical waters. So you leave all of the noise behind and you jump into the water, and of course you can still hear it. And you find the anchor line which goes down to the bottom of the ocean in these shallow, warm, beautifully clear, calm tropical seas, the sun overhead, barely a breath of wind. And you find the anchor line and you start to descend. And as soon as you go underneath the water, you can still hear everything that's going on deck. All of the busyness, all of the activity. But it's not quite as loud anymore. And you don't feel the need to pay attention to it. Because you're here to see the fish. So you start to go a bit further down the anchor line, the rope. You're perfectly safe. You're weightless in the water. And you start to descend into the blue depths. And every now and again you notice, again you become aware. You become aware that the noise from above has got louder all of a sudden, and you've probably started paying attention to it again, and you can hear individual voices. And you hadn't noticed, but you've started to ascend. You weren't aware of it, but you just latched on to some of the noise that was going on the deck above you and started to come up. And that's fine. That's fine. All the activity on the deck's going to be going on, whatever. But you're here to see the fish. So as soon as you become aware that you've started paying attention to all that noise up on deck, all that personal thinking that's keeping you awake, you can just disregard it and start descending again. And pretty soon you're down there and you can't hear any of the noise from above. It's the last thing on your mind, because you're surrounded by utter beauty. The most amazing coloured fish darting around, going about their lives. And there's you, weightless in the water, just marvelling at it all. There's no judgment or analysis. You're just being. And this is pure, uncontaminated thought. This is just perception. There's no analysis. All there is the beautiful fish and the beautiful coral. And you may notice that the fish are all the purest expression of life. They're not thinking about stuff, they're just getting on with it. And I find this little meditation's very helpful when I'm trying to get off to sleep, just sinking down into the depths of pure thought. And pretty soon, those images of the fish and the coral just turn into dreams.